opportunities in India. The biogas industry has huge potential in India, and biogas is a mixture of gases consisting of methane and carbon dioxide products from agriculture waste, municipal waste, plant residue, sewage, and food waste. It is a prominent renewable source of energy as it ensures the protection of ecology and the environment through biodegradable waste management in the country. The biogas industry is a golden opportunity for all stakeholders to directly empower the rural sector and increase the income of our farmers, who are the backbone of our economy. Currently, the biogas potential in the country compromises of production of 62 million metric tons of bio-CNG and 658 metric million own tons of organic fertilizer per year. This would support a reduction in 35% of crude oil import and 27% of fertilizer import, which is a serious challenge which we are all facing together. The biogas industry helps scientific treatment of about 1,286 million tons of organic waste annually, which reduces the annual greenhouse gas emission of 265 million tons of carbon dioxide. The theme of this webinar would open the door for the application and opportunities in the bioenergy sector through discussion from national and international experts and concerned stakeholders. India is one of the fastest growing economy leading through sustainable and climate neutral development. India is committed to meet the Paris Climate Agreement, where efforts are centered to reduce carbon emission by 33 to 35% by 2030. India emits 1.82 ton of CO2 per capita, which is third of the world's average. We are spending more than rupees 8 lakh crore on the import of petrol, diesel, and other petroleum products. At the same time, these forms of fuels are producing maximum pollution and becoming hazardous to human health. Some of the prominent central finance assistance programs across the different scales of biogas plants are new National Biogas and Organic Manure Program, may modified biogas-based power generation off-grid and thermal application program and waste to the energy subsidy program. Our government has launched the Gobardhan policy last year, which has made provision of capital subsidy for production of bioenergy from waste available in villages across India by setting up a biogas plants. Being a transport minister, I have decided a policy of adoption of import substitute, cost effective and indigenous and pollution free for our all transport needs. So we are encouraging the use of alternative fuels such as ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, bio-CNG, LNG, electric and hydrogen fuel cells. My ministry has already notified norms for flex fuel ethanol, E85, E100, ED95 vehicles, methanol M15, M85 or M100 and MD95 vehicles, biomethane, biogas, dimethyl ether and DME, that is an LNG vehicles. India is aiming to accelerate some of key frameworks in the Indian biogas industry, particularly its uses in form of bio-CNG to decarbonize the transport sector. We have surplus rice straw that is readily available that can be converted into bio-CNG. 5 ton of rice straw gives 1 ton of bio-CNG. Further, it would help to reduce the air pollution in the North India region nearby Delhi due to the burning of pearly. I have converted my own diesel tractor into bio-CNG. By using it, our farmers can save rupees 1,25,000 per year. Bio-CNG is a cheaper and a less polluting substituting over diesel. Its per unit cost is about 50% that of the diesel. The methanol from coal is another sustainable and affordable fuel. It costs about rupees 20 to 25 per liter, where petrol diesel prices are more than 100 rupees per liter. I have insisted construction equipment manufacturers to convert all equipment vehicle immediately into ethanol, LNG, bio-CNG, and electricity. The JCB has already launched the construction equipment operating with 50% of bio-CNG. Soon we will be able to use 100% of bio-CNG as a fuel for construction equipment. The municipal waste can be used by to generate bio-CNG. In my constitution, Nagpur, we have converted 400 city buses into bio-CNG. We can produce methane gas and bio-CNG by treating sewage wastewater through biodigestion digesters. The establishment of bio-CNG plant is under execution in Nagpur. Looking at the demand, there is a requirement of setting up at at least 5,000 bio-CNG manufacturing plants in the country. Piloting of SCNG, that hydrogen blended with CNG, is also going and it will help the transport sector learning to handle hydrogen. And we have performed successfully pilot in Delhi for SCNG, which 18% blending, and we have observed huge reduction in emission. LNG is an efficient and economically viable fuel for long run trucks and buses. I have inaugurated India's first LNG dispensing unit in Nagpur. The cost of concession of one truck into LNG is 10 lakh rupees, which can be recovered within a year with an average of 5 kilometer per hour per day, 5 kilometer per liter. Our government has invited all private companies, including PSUs, to work in the sector where they can save even import LNG. We can also convert LNG by compressing it into CNG, which is suitable and economically viable for driving range of 200 to 250 kilometers. A large number of commercial vehicles, trucks, buses can be converted into alternative fuels such as bio-CNG, LNG compatible engine vehicle at affordable cost. This can be an innovation alternative to boost the poor financial viability of state transport corporation. It will also help the save huge expenses on conventional fuels and use for logistics. Our government has mandated alternate fuel stations on all new dispensing units. Further, it would help automakers to meet the most restrictive CO2 emission norm, such as CAFE regulations. DME, which is dimethyl, either can be obtained directly from syngases, primarily carbon dioxide produced from natural gas and low-grade coal. It can be blended into LPG up to 20%, which will make cooking gas cheaper and will be reduce our import. Relating the potential and methanol and DME as a transportation fuel in the road marine engine application, Niti Aayog has constituted an expert group to develop a roadmap for India to adopt a methanol economy. The bio-CNG process is also produces enriched organic manures, which can be used as a fertilizer. I do a lot of experiments today. I have proven technology for converting waste to wealth and waste to energy system, which are economically viable. We need to support the agriculture sector, increase the income of farmers, reduce dependency on import of fuels, and improve the economy, ecology, and environment. At the same time, we need to generate more employment in rural agriculture and tribal and 115 aspirant districts, which are economically, socially, and educationally backward. There is a huge potential to create 50 to 60 lakh jobs in the alternative transport fuel ecosystem in India. Appropriate initiatives have been taken by the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy in contribution with the Ministry of Finance to ensure that the biogas industry is considered a priority sector for the availability of loans at a reasonable rate. There is a great room for further improvements, such as providing single window clearance of permits and licenses for plant installations, grid insertion, and upgradation biogas, fixing the blending quota of upgraded biogas of natural gas and CNG. India is the movement offers a proper ecosystem for investment in bio-CNG field. I sincerely hope that all our natural initiatives, efforts, and recommendations from the webinar would bring revolution in the clear and green energy ecosystem in the country. Our government is fully committed to making India self-reliant. With these few words, I once again thank IBA for providing me this opportunity to share my views on these important themes. I am giving you the very best wishes. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, Minister. A really enlightening presentation.